Well, it started really young for me, and I was real fortunate to have parents that kind of recognized an ability in me that was different than most kids and fostered it. I ended up being in private lessons at the age of 5. I was being taught by a Renaissance style painter. So I started off with charcoal works, still lifes, figurative stuff, moving on to the style of painting that they used to do in the Renaissance, a lot of oils and things like that. So from age 5 to 12 was that, and then studio practice in art school, obviously through high school and then college, and studio practice ever since. It's a very formal background, very formal training that I've had. That's from the Elegant Universe series, #1. That's in the county collection, and the body of work prior to that was the one that really kicked off that whole look. The whole notion or idea behind that series was Einstein's Dreams. And Einstein's Dreams, that series, was based on a book by Alan Lightman called Einstein's Dreams, who was a physicist and a short story writer. And in the book, he wrapped the short story genre around Einstein's theories, with the main theory being that all our lives are elliptical and that they keep repeating themselves over and over, sometimes the same, sometimes differently based on the decisions we make, but that every moment exists somewhere in parallel space, and he was trying to figure out a way to get to that. I read that and just simply asked the question, what might that look like as a painting? If you looked out into space and you saw random moments of time, these random clusters of images, what would you see, and what narratives would these images create? And so, that notion mixed with the style that I had been developing prior to that, which is a style that I don't really know what you'd call it yet. I refer to it as anthropological expressionism sometimes, because I've kind of been digging my way through the history of contemporary art, where, like I mentioned earlier, I had a very formal training. And then once I got into abstraction, I spent some time in abstract expressionism, and then moved on to geometric abstractions, and then pop art, and a little bit of surrealism, and writing and photography have found their way into the work. And so my style, the visual style for my work, is based on that amalgamation of those particular movements or time in work, and then Einstein's theories of space and time, of all these moments existing out there. That's kind of created the look that you see in the Elegant Universe and in the Einstein, and well, actually in all my work now. And it's become sort of the jumping off point or the sounding board where I can talk about, anything that I want to talk about, which is, for me, is current times, current culture. I like to get into us now. I'm not interested too much in the past anymore. I want the artist that interests me, and what holds me when I'm creating art is doing work that's about us, that's about right now. I was very honored to be chosen, #1, just because, we have over 100-year history with the collection of Utah artists. The collection, unlike most collections, it's never tucked away in a corner. All of it's on display. People can go and see it any time, and it gives you a really nice picture of the evolution of the history of art here in Salt Lake City. And I like the idea of stuff from 1870s or 1876. Say it's the oldest piece that's in there. To take a look at the subject matter and what was going on there, and then end it with myself and the other artists that have been at it in recent years, and see how the subject matter and the dialogue that artists are having with themselves and with the public, how that's evolved.